Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to talk about taking responsibility. So let's start. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Fear defeats more people more than any other thing in the world." Everyone in this world dreams of becoming someone or achieving something, but most of us fear to follow our dreams because fear stops our journey towards success. Sometimes fear becomes our biggest enemy when we try to do something big or taking any risk. Horrible things will happen to us in the course of our lives. Everyone will, or has to dealt with the loss of a loved one, losing their jobs, serious illness or disabilities. We will encounter things or events that cause stress or anxiety. It is a part of life. However, knowing bad things will happen to us allows us to prepare. Moreover, the only way you can prepare is by accepting that it is not about what happens to you, it is about what you are going to do about it. If something happens to us, we can sob about what or why it happened. Well, that is a waste of time and energy. Rather, focus on what you can do about it or what you have learned from that situation. Alternatively, when dealing with lose, focus on the beautiful things that the person has given you and the experience you have shared and the things you have learned. There are many factors in life that we cannot control. Think about the weather, traffic, terrorist attack, accidents, death, and many more things. However, we do end up complaining and worrying about the things we simply cannot control. This is a waste of time and energy. Instead, focus on the things that you do control. So you might are thinking now, what stops us from taking challenges and risk? Why we just give up too easily? Well, we all know sometimes in our life we all get in that situation where other people's words and actions make effect in our personal life and also demotivates us. Something else that causes us stress is worrying about what other people think about us. Thinking about these things is a waste of time and does not help you at all. People can only hurt you if you let them. Worrying about what other people say or think about you means that you let them. Instead, thinking about other people's opinions, you should live your life the way you feel is right and do not worry about what other people say. You are not the victim of your circumstances. Where you are in life is not because of your economy, your education, or where you live. You are in your situation because of your choices and very likely because you give in to fear. Do not throw in the towel on your dreams because of the bad circumstances you are in. We often look at life for what it should be instead of what it is. Everyone wants to have better luck in life. Being born in a wealthy family with perfect looks. However, we have to live life with the hand that has dealt to us. We have to take full responsibility for our current situation. You take responsibility by not blaming everyone else for your life. We all do this. We blame the economy, the place we live in, our family members. It is easy to blame someone else rather than accepting the reality. If you are unhappy in a relationship, there is no point in blaming your partner by saying or doing mean things. If you want to stay with them, then do it. If not, then just end it as soon as possible. Maybe that person might understand you and your situation. It is the same for your job. If you do not like your job, do not blame your boss or coworkers. Take responsibility. It is you who decided to keep the job. There's no point complaining about your coworkers or boss. If you get in any problem in your relationship, don't just sit in a corner and try to find more reasons to break up with that person. Instead, you should stick together and deal with any type of obstacle in your life together. Sometimes when you are with a right person, every phase of life looks smooth and happy. Next time you encounter a situation that does not make you happy, do one of the next 3 things. First one, change the situation. Sometimes we can change a situation. If you have a conflict at work with a coworker, you could try to resolve that situation by taking responsibility for what happened and proposing a solution. You can change your current undesired position. Remember, you can only change so much. If you work in an environment where office politics and backstabbing is the norm, it is unlikely you can amend the culture unless you are a senior manager or the CEO. In circumstances where you do not have any influence or change it, you can do the following things. And the second one is, there are no wrong decisions. When faced with tough situations, we often fear that we make the wrong decision. When we have a job we do not like, we think, should I look for another job or wait for a promotion? We do this all the time with relationships, family, friendships, and work. As I mentioned earlier, that you should be with those person who you really want to be with. Do not force yourself to be with them. as long as we look at the decision in a negative way. We will always fear making decisions. We focus on what would happen if we made a wrong choice. When facing a decision, this way of thinking assumes that there is a right and wrong choice. Unfortunately, we cannot predict the future, and when you make a decision in the present moment, you have to make the decisions with the information you have. When we adopt a mindset of there are no wrong decisions, we do not fear making bad decisions. Every decision we make will lead us to opportunities to learn and grow. Regardless of the decisions we make, we simply cannot lose. Which path we take is up to us. Regardless of the path we take, we have to enjoy the experience and not fear that we made the wrong decision. That will cause us unnecessary stress and anxiety. And the last one is adopting the peace and not to worry. Once you have taken action, accept the current situation. We often confuse taking responsibility with blaming ourselves. When you assume responsibility, you do not blame yourself. Everyone has a voice in his head that could be extremely critical. It goes like this: how could I be so stupid to fall for this guy? I'm such an idiot for taking shit from my friends. I knew I couldn't trust him or her. I'm such a loser. Do not worry, these are very common but will become unhealthy if you continue living in your current situation. If you stay looking at life as a learning process, you will only gain from negative experience in life. Thus, every mistake you make is part of your learning process. Sometimes we even make a same mistake multiple times. This is still fine if you do not blame yourself. You do not deserve to be punished by yourself. Do not allow your negative thoughts to hold you back from living on. Remember, it is not money that makes us happy, but progress. And without action, there is no progress. Living a stress-free life all starts with taking responsibility and requires you to not blame yourself. So guys, that was all for today. Thanks for watching. See you guys in another interesting video. Take care till then.